for those of us who are football fans and those of you who are not football fans, you still need to be interested in this. Now, the Ghana Football Association has handed down a ban to Ashanti Goldfields Company, Ashanti Goldfields Football Club, the club that was originally owned by the Adom-Otchere Goldfields Company Limited. Now, the club is being banned and demoted, not just to the next tier of Premiership football, but to the second one. So they are in the third tier now. What is their offense? They are reported to have been involved in match fixing, which is sort of a crime around the world. And match fixing relating to betting, can you imagine? So the odds were thrown out for the game between Goldfields and Inter-Allies, and the odds said Goldfields was going to win by 5-1. It was a very obscure odds picking. Therefore, if you bet, you make a lot of money. I'm sure those of you who bet understand that. So the odds that Goldfields will win by 5-1 may have been nearly negligible. And so if you put 100 cedis in it or 10 cedis in it, you get a lot of money. Now, the conspirators were the officials and players of alleged conspirators, I should say. The alleged conspirators were officials of Goldfields and Inter-Allies. It is believed and reported that one of the alleged conspirators then got upset one way or the other, and he decided that, look, I'm not going to do this 5-1 thing. So what did he do? During the game, he deliberately scored an own goal to make it 5-2. Can you imagine? And so he sort of spoiled the thing, if you like. And that's how the investigations began, and that's how the information came out, and that's how the GFA has arrived at the ban. But of course, they do have the right of appeal. Let's get the details now from Ibrahim Zebrilla as I join him on the touchscreen to give us all the details about this very complicated sports story. Ibrahim, it's not very good news, is it?
It's not very good news. It's been news that we have been struggling with betting in the Ghana Premier League. There have been allegations upon allegations, but this one is a clear case where the disciplinary committee have done investigation and have found some little evidence, and that's why they have cracked the whip over here to serve an example to other Premier League players. So
tell us the story. So
this is basically a summary of those who have been banned. 6 months ban goes to Inter-Allies defender Hashim Musa. So this was the one who spoiled the bet by scoring the 2 own goals. He decided that he was going to spoil the bet.
Why has he been banned? Okay, so it was fixed goals he scored.
Yes. So he has been banned because he was told that he shouldn't have taken the law into his own hands, but he should have rather reported it. So by taking the law into, he was supposed to be a 24-month ban like the other players, but because he tried to remedy the situation, his ban was reduced to 6 months. So this Inter-Allies.
No, let's see them. So this is the Inter-Allies players that played on that day.
This is the Inter-Allies
They
players.
got beaten by 5-2.
Yes, it's actually ended 7-0. 7-0. Yeah. So this is Richmond Lamptey. So he is now a Kumasi.
Say that again. What's the final score of the day?
It was 7-0. It was supposed to be 5-1. But after Ashgold scored the 5 goals, then the guy came and scored 2 own goals in order to spoil it.
I was struggling with this afternoon when we're talking. Okay, so it wasn't 5-2. So the night.
So it ended 7-0. So after they scored the 5, he came to score the 2 goals against to make it 7, and that spoiled the bet. So for example, this Richmond Lamptey, he's a Kumasi Asante Kotoko player now, and he has also been banned for 24 months. And what he did was that, so when the rumors started coming in, when they were going to play the match, that the game had been fixed to 5-1. So he went to the disciplinary committee and he was asked about his side of the story. He said when they got there, some Ashgold player, Seth Owusu, came to him and asked him that have the officials spoken to them about the match? And he didn't understand what he said. He said no. So later he heard that the match had been fixed by 5-1, and he gave a number to one of his officials to call someone to bet on the match for him.
Bet on the match 5-1?
Yes, for him, that it will end 5-1. And that is why he was also found culpable and banned for 24.
Okay, so the final score was 7-0 instead of the 5-1. Okay, so who are these?
So these are the main people who instigated, who started everything. This is the owner and chairman of Ashanti Gold, and this is the president of Ashanti Gold. That's father and son, Kweku Frimpong and Emmanuel Frimpong. So they are the bankrollers of Ashanti Gold now. So Mr. Kweku Frimpong, according to the report, he placed a call to an official of Inter-Allies and told him that this is what they wanted to do. They wanted to fix the match to end 5-1 so that they could bet on the match, because it was a final Premier League match. Inter-Allies were already relegated and Ashanti Gold were in the mid-table, and so they had nothing to lose. They were not winning the title, and they were also not going on relegation. So it was a match that had nothing at stake. And so a lot of attention didn't go to that match because cameras were not even taken there. Because, you know, in the final day of the Premier League, all the matches are played simultaneously. And the official broadcasters only have few cameras to go to only few venues. So no attention wasn't going on the man. So as he called the man also agreed, and so he told the man that he was going to make someone call him and make some payment to him.
Payment for what?
Payment
for that, yes, to agree on the final
to agree
score.
on the decision. And all this, the disciplinary committee, their prosecutors investigated this and even went for phone records, the phone records of 2 of them, and found out all this. So he told his son, and his son sent an amount of 10,000 Ghana cedis to the Inter-Allies official. That's according to the report. In tranches of 5,000, 2,000.
By mobile money?
Yes, through a mobile money agent.
Okay.
Yeah, so they took all their mobile money transactions. They went to the telecommunication networks and asked for them, and that's through their investigation, found out all this. Meanwhile, when Ashanti Gold were first asked to file in their defense, they mentioned that they have no contact at all with the said Inter-Allies official. They said they have never had any business with him. But when the phone records and the mobile money records were checked, it was realized that...
So how much money was at stake, could have been at stake from the betting? Because I was expecting you to say they paid them maybe 100,000, but he said 10,000.
So he paid the man 10,000. He paid the man... the report was said that he paid the man 10,000 to help speak to the Inter-Allies players to play a match of convenience so that they could win. But
so the Allies players were told you will be losing 5-1.
Yes, they said they should play
so that they lose 5-1.
5-1.
So they were going to score 1 goal.
Yes, they were going to score 1 goal.
Okay.
But they were going to concede 5.
And Goldfields knew that we were going to score 5 and concede 1.
Yes, and most of the Goldfield players knew that, because when they even went to the pitch, some of them were asking the Inter-Allies players. But not all the Inter-Allies players were in on that. It was only few of them. So some of them were not aware of it. It's only when they got onto the pitch, then they started hearing chants from the stands that 5-1, 5-1, 5-1. That's according to the investigation that Inter-Allies had. The Inter-Allies management had. They said, the players said when they got to the pitch, they started hearing chants of 5-1, 5-1, 5-1. And some of the Ash Gold players were also asking them questions that have your officials spoken to you? So that was when the Hashim Musa in the dressing room spoke to the players and told them that this is what we have heard. And if indeed this is going to happen, I'm telling you that I'm going to score own goal in order to score the bet. And so he was on the bench. And when they started the game, and then they started conceding questionable goals, then the coaching staff decided to put him on. And then he came on and scored 2 own goals.
Did the coaching staff know he was coming to spoil the bet?
Yes, they intentionally brought him on to do that, because they were also not in on it.
They were also not in on it.
Yes, they were also not in on it. So according to the report...
So who was going to make the money? Anyone who bet?
Anyone who knew that the scoreline was going to end like that was going to bet. Yes, and according to the report, one betting company reported that there were hikes in that particular match, betting on that particular match.
And betting 5-1.
Yes, betting that scoreline. There were a lot of hikes in that particular match. And so it's all form parts of the investigation. But the report didn't speak much. They said they didn't do much of the betting investigation to see who really betted and who won anything.
Yes, to be able to link it to the people who were putting it together. Okay.
They only did
all right.
this.
So
and this is Molante, the Kumasi Ashanti Kotoko player, who gave the number to his official to make someone stake the bet for him. Okay. He currently plays for Kumasi Ashanti Kotoko. So at the end of this season, he will also start suffering the ban. The ban starts from next season. Okay. So he will go on a 2. And this Hashim Musa, the player who scored the 2 own goals.
Can we see the goals?
Yes, so the video is if they can put the videos on. So
put a video. Let's see. Okay, so there we go. So there we go. We're going to talk about. Okay, so is he in yellow?
Yes, that Ashanti Gold are in yellow.
Okay, so
Ashanti Gold are in yellow.
Is that a video of the own goal?
No, that's not the video. This is the video of the first goal.
The first goal.
The first goal.
Okay, so that's goal number 1.
Yes.
The game continues.
And goal number 2 will come to the penalty spot.
Okay, so but it doesn't look like it. Looks like they are playing well.
You'll see when the goal starts coming. This is the second goal.
The keeper could have done better.
Yes, this is the second goal. So this all found part of the decision, because the match commissioner's reports indicated that the players didn't play with any competitive edge on that particular day. They didn't play like something was at stake.
The goalkeeper let it in.
Yes,
he definitely let it in. Okay, so
this is the second goal.
So now Inter-Allies have the ball.
Inter-Allies are attacking now.
And so 2-0 at this stage.
At this stage, it's 2-0.
Okay. The ball comes in there. Okay. Oh,
that's a miss.
He kicked it away. Yeah. All right. So still first half.
Yes.
Goldfields are now attacking.
The third goal is going to come to a penalty.
Okay, so they consider the penalty to get a third
penalty
goal.
For the third goal.
Okay, so there we go. And that's the penalty.
That's the penalty.
Okay. So it's an obvious penalty. So it looked like, yes, almost like a genuine penalty, is it?
Yeah, this didn't look much suspicious.
Okay, so he takes the penalty, he scores?
Yes.
He scores,
yes,
okay,
yes.
so 3-0 at this stage.
3-0.
All right. We're all waiting for the deliberate own goal. And
but the
we'll
fourth goal will also shock you. So this is when he's coming in.
Oh, this is when the
player
guy
who scored the 2 own goal.
Okay.
This is when he was watching by his coach.
All right, so substitution has been effected. Our Goldfields now playing
Goldfields
to the other side.
attacking.
Okay, so we are now in the second half, isn't it?
Yes.
And this is Goldfields home in Obuasi.
Yes, this is Goldfields home.
No, that's not a goal. No,
that's not a goal. It's not a goal.
So at this stage, 3-0, isn't it?
3-0.
And Inter-Allies have the ball now. Oh, they lose the ball just like that. Okay, so let's see what happens.
So this is going to be the fourth goal. Now look at this.
Oh! oh, this one is terrible. The goalkeeper grabs the ball and just literally throws it back to the striker to score. Okay,
yes. So
that's goal number 4. So they still needed goal number 5, and then the one, and then the betting will be okay. All right, so this one is serious. So we will see the goalkeeper come, he grabs the ball here, then he gives it back to the guy. That's okay. He says, so shall I just score the goal quickly and stop wasting our time? All right, okay. So at this stage, the betting companies will be panicking on those who are betting for 5-1. Okay, let's see. What's this? What's happening here?
So the goalkeeper complained that his boots was the problem. So the boots had to be changed for him.
Oh, I see. Okay. So Goldfields still on 4-0 now, isn't it?
4-0.
No, that's not a goal.
This was missed.
But that could have been a genuine goal if he scored. Okay, so Goldfields on the attack again. Yes. They get into the box.
This is the goal.
Okay. It's very, very soft. Very soft.
And that is when the own goals.
So that's Goldfields scores.
Yes.
All right. Yes. Goldfields scores goal number 5.
Yes.
Okay.
So now Inter-Allies are supposed to score the other one.
Yes, Inter-Allies to score 1.
Yes.
Then we have the 5-1 conclusion.
5-1. But something interesting will start happening.
Okay, so Inter-Allies restart the game.
Yes.
And then
the player number 5 will take the ball and then go straight.
Oh, what's happening?
Kick it into his own net.
Oh, he kicks about his own net.
Yes, just to spoil the bet.
Are we going to see the slow motion of that one? Oh, and he brings the ball back.
So interestingly,
at this stage,
if you watch the video,
so that's the slow motion. That's the
yes.
That's not the slow motion.
That's the slow motion.
So they pass. So Inter-Allies are attacking their own goal. Yeah, the guy is attacking. He gets into the box. He's attacking his own goal. A photograph, and anybody interpreting a photograph will think he's attacking the opponent's goal.
If you watch the video,
the guy was a goalkeeper. He switched off completely.
If you watch the video, you will find out that this Ashanti Gold player was unhappy with that own goal.
The one complaining.
Yes, he was unhappy. He was very hurt. He was the one who was asking whether the officials had spoken. Now it's 6. So that Ashanti Gold player said to Usu, he was very unhappy with the 6th goal because they wanted a 5 goal.
Okay, are they going to get a 7th?
Yes, now the 7th will come. He will score a 7th, and that will also be an own goal.
Okay, so the pass comes to the back.
Yes.
Is that him? What? Okay, so this is Inter-Allies.
That's him.
Oh!
So interestingly, after he scored the 2nd goal, then he was substituted again.
Okay, let's come and look at the charges that were preferred against them, and then we'll. Okay, so count 1.
Count 1. The club was charged for a breach of Article 34(5)(a) of the Ghana Premier League Regulations 2019 for instigating, commanding, and counseling its players to play a fixed match or match of convenience between Ashanti Gold and Inter-Allies. So this was the count 1 against Ashanti Gold, and the count 2 was the club was charged for breach of Article 18(1) of the GFA Disciplinary Code 2019 that the President and Chief Executive Officer made several calls to one Emmanuel Niamwa to assist the club to manipulate the match against Inter-Allies. So the Emmanuel Niamwa is the Inter-Allies official, and the count 3, the club was charged for a breach of Article 34(6)(d) of the GFA Premier League Regulations that both teams did act together with a common purpose to manipulate the match to achieve a desired result, and acts which brought the game of football into disrepute. So now let's look at the GFA regulations. So these are the Inter-Allies charges too. Okay. So the Article 34, 5A of the Premier League Regulation 2019 states, any GFA or club official or club or players or participants of a match who instigates, commands, counsels, solicits, procures, or in any manner purposely aids, facilitates, encourages or promotes the playing of a fixed match or a match of convenience involving his club or involving other clubs, the results of which may in one way or the other affect his club, commits a grievous offense, and the offender shall be referred to the disciplinary committee for appropriate sanctions. In Article 34, 5B, for the avoidance of doubt, it shall be a misconduct for any club official or a player, any participants of a match to offer or to attempt to offer either directly or indirectly any consideration whatsoever to. Okay, if that's ended. So we'll look at the FIFA Codes of Ethics also on betting. And if you look at Article 26 of the FIFA Codes of Ethics, it talks about involvement with betting, gambling, and similar activities. So persons bound by this code shall be forbidden from participating in, either directly or indirectly, betting, gambling, lotteries, or similar events or transactions related to football matches or competitions and or any related football activity. So any stakeholder of football is prevented from betting in anything at all, to get even close to any betting. If you breach this, Article 26, involvement with betting, gambling, persons bound by this code shall not have any interest, either directly or indirectly, in entities, companies, organizations, etc., that promote, broker, arrange, or conduct betting. Interestingly, Ashanti Gold is sponsored, their main sponsor is a betting company, Betway.
Okay, so Ashanti Gold will now be in the Premier League. Yes,
now they have now been demoted to the Division 2.
And the players, their current players have also been banned.
Have also been banned for 24 months. Others have also been banned for lesser, and others too. Some didn't go, so some players were invited to come for the hearing, and some didn't go at all. Those ones were given a 30-month ban. And the Ashanti Gold owner was given he was banned for 2 years, and his son, that is Emmanuel, was also banned for 1 year, and also fined 100,000 Ghana cedis. That's the owner of Ashanti Gold, and the son 50,000 Ghana cedis. And both clubs have also been fined 100,000 Ghana cedis each.